Last time on the Shadows of Greyhawk, the party had a brief encounter with their patron, a mysterious traveler, Kellic, and his elven companion, Tira. They were encouraged by the promise of wealth to continue their search for lost artifacts inside the Whispering Cairn. The party celebrated their good fortune, having survived a near-death battle against giant three-headed direwolves inside the Whispering Cairn. At least that's what the story was being told around Tolliver's Row, and during a raucous night of drinking among Diamond Lake's lowest of low lice and degenerates. It was pretty epic, actually. Osric impressed a minor official by the name of Zorli Tyr with an eloquent toast and exquisite retelling of their excursion to the Whispering Cairn, which aroused the interest of a savvy dwarven bard, Vamrid Craigthane. Quickly befriending the party, Vamrid was invited to join them in their return to the Whispering Cairn. Meanwhile, Rona woke up in a ditch with no pants, quickly realized the new tattoo upon her thigh. Backtracking to Trogan's tattoo parlor, she recovered said pants, which had been... It's a Heronian battle axe. Mystery solved. A Heronian battle axe tattoo. She backtracked to the tattoo parlor. She recovered the pants, which had been neatly folded, as Andy mentioned, and they were left behind after she got her new ink. Torbin ended up in an argument with a gruff halfling named Irv, who doubted the authenticity of Torbin's story regarding the job they'd done for Zeb Loosebottom. A tussle ensued. The two of them ended up in the clink. Irv was none too subtle about his beef with Torbin, as the two made bail and went their separate ways. Goldie, for her part, got herself into a classic tavern plate balancing showdown with a local Zambroni, edging for her job at the Come On In. Another minor rival to add to the list. And after all of this, the party returned to the Gavort Fort to take stock. What kind of a game is this? To take stock of their new headquarters. With the surprising knowledge of real estate law, Vamrid provided advice on obtaining the deed, while Torbin cleared a stairway to the cellar where more runes and a bottle of fancy wine were discovered. After a rest, it was back to the Whispering Cairn, where the party explored the dungeon. They found a beautiful indigo-paned lantern. They learned from a series of faded frescoes depicting a room with 7 hallways bearing various gleaming colored lanterns beyond thick webbing. They found that same very 7-hallwayed chamber leading to bearing a strange stone sarcophagus. With deft skills of investigation, the party discovered that the sarcophagus could be turned to point in the direction of the hallways, so they turned it. It snapped into place, pointing down a hallway where a yellow lantern should hang. The ground rumbled and shook. Motes of dust filled the air as a metal cylinder erupted from the ground, and as the dust settled, a set of doors slid open to reveal a compartment. Like a boss, Vamrid slid into the cylinder, causing the doors to slam closed and the tube to rapidly descend to a small chamber bearing statues of a similar likeness to the relief on the stone sarcophagus. All this and a small button, which Vamrid eagerly pushed, sending the cylinder rocketing upwards and returning to his companions. Together, the party turned to the sarcophagus a second time, pointing it at the ever-burning green lantern. Great movie. More rumbling and shaking as the fissures formed on the ground beneath the green lantern. The floor began to crumble, give way, break apart, falling into the darkness below, while sending an obscuring dust cloud into the air. Then the sound of skittering, louder and louder, closer and closer. My friends, you stand as the dust in the air obscures your view, and you can just hear creatures of some type emerging from the darkness below where the green lantern hangs, this kind of sickly glow, almost like our backdrop on our overlay, with dust obscuring what you can see. You just hear hundreds of tiny little legs against stone floor and a strange buzzing sound. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Sweet.
Because we gonna get into it. All right. Let me get my initiative in here as well. We're diving right into the madness tonight, my friends. All right, so let me bring this up here. Nope, it's just a straight D10 roll. Yep.
Oh,
and
D10.
we roll every time. Yep, D10. And go ahead and just add it into your character there. Actually, I'm going to bring up our... Yep. Okay. So we have some combat music going. It looks to me like... Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I got booted or something.
Yeah, we got...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Oh, we're still here. We just...
Yeah.
I'm also having problems.
It's because I switched the
There we go.
scene before, after
The
I had you
music.
roll initiative.
You roll again, not roll so bad.
Yes.
If you remember what you rolled, just type it in there. We re-roll initiative every time, so it should be all right.
Yeah, hang on a second. I rolled
Add
bad.
to initiative. Okay. Well, I rolled terrible. I rolled a 1.
A B2.
So,
I rolled a 3. All right.
yeah. Okay, so let me bring up the map here. Okay. Is everybody in there? It looks like Vamrid is at the top of the order. Vamrid, what would you like to do? Right now, your vision is obscured. You could hear this skittering and clamoring of creatures coming across towards you. You stand at the center of this large chamber. What would you like to do?
Well, first I'm thinking a little bit more about that wine that we found. Hewish red, apparently, it is. Described by Goldie as having hints of tennis ball and mud, a 568 vintage. Very nice, very nice.
Okay, is that your turn?
Besides that, I don't see anything, right?
No, well, you can't see anything yet.
I hold my action that if I see something bad, I hit it with a sword.
Let's do this. Why don't you give me a wisdom check, and let's see if you can pick up anything as this this dust is floating and obscuring your vision.
That's an 8.
That is an 8. Sadly, that does not cut it. You definitely don't see anything, but you can hear it, and it's coming towards you. You want to leave it at that?
Yep.
Okay, let's go next to Goldie. If you want to give me a wisdom check as well, Goldie, you can. If you'd like to try to see if you can spot anything.
I would. Yes.
Okay. This is not a prime for you. No.
16 though.
Unfortunately, it's not enough to be able to see anything, but you see the shadows of these things as they seem to be amassing into some sort of large cloud of creatures in the dust. What would you like to do?
Goldie has an oil flask on her.
Mhm.
She's gonna open up the flask and say, "Somebody get the fire going!" And she's gonna throw it at the mass.
Okay, you're gonna throw. Go ahead and give me a let's call this. Well, you're far away, so let's do a strength check. I mean, you could
Pretty
move.
far.
You could do
I would run-
half your movement.
Yep,
You
I'll
could
do
half
that.
move and then use that as your attack action.
Half move. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's 10.
Yep.
Oh no. Okay.
Not a fast mover, this one.
There we go. 10. I guess that makes sense. I'm right there. I'm gonna
Yep.
toss it. Did you say it's strength?
Yes, please.
Oh,
This-
same again. 16 plus my modifier, so that's 18.
And your level. Don't forget you're adding your level
And
as
my
well.
level. So
Oh wait, not when you're
dirty.
attacking. Not when you're attacking. Sorry,
No,
that's my bad.
18.
It's only
That's
on a yeah.
I got real excited there for that dirty 20. Since
I
the
know.
title of our episode. 18.
18. Okay, yes, you throw the oil flask, and we'll say that it ends up right about here. That is a full oil flask. So we'll say, did you open it first?
Yep.
Or just throw the flask?
Tink, tink,
No,
tink.
dude, I said I was opening it and throwing
All
it.
right, got it. Just double
I'm
checking. Just
not that
double
dumb.
checking.
Come on.
All right, so it lands right about there with that throw, and the oil has hit the floor. All right, good round, good action. We'll go next to Torbin.
I know we had a torch but I don't remember who had it.
You have a lantern that Osric has right now.
Nobody has any fire.
I thought Rona had a torch, or somebody else had a torch as well.
Yeah, we had one lit, I thought, when we
think
came
it's
in.
What's up, Wily Hobbit? Welcome in.
It's over in the orange.
Hello.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
put it
in
in the
orange.
yellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I take it Torbin can't see anything either.
Well, you could make a wisdom check if you'd like. To see if you can.
He's gonna first jump up on top of the sarcophagus.
Okay.
And try to get a better look
All right.
from up there.
I like it.
And yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit of an advantage on this. It's not a prime for you, but give us a roll.
D20 plus my level. Is that what
Yep.
it is?
Yep. And if you have a wisdom modifier.
I don't.
Okay. What's up, Armin?
13.
13. You, similar to your companion Goldie, you see shapes in the darkness and in the shadow, and they seem to be amassing into like a large, almost I don't know, hulking mass of whatever it is that's hiding or coming forward. But it is moving towards you. You get the sense. So you jumped up. We'll say that's your movement. Do you want to take an action?
So I can see like a thing.
You can see like the
mass?
shadows of a thing, but you can't make out what it is.
Okay, no, I guess I'm gonna hold on. Can I? All right. When? Okay.
All right, Osric, what are you doing?
Go ahead.
All
I
right,
have a
let's,
Castles and Crusades question, but
What is
we
it?
can move on.
Go ahead.
Well, I have these abilities like combat sense. It says +2 bonus to surprise checks and halves an attacker's back attack.
Yeah, you're
So-
not being surprised, so that wouldn't apply here, and you're not being back
Okay.
attacked either. But if,
Okay,
if
so those
either
only
of those
come up
two
in
things
those
were
specific
happening,
moments.
correct. Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right. Osric.
okay. Question about a Castles and Crusades question.
Okay.
So prestidigitation is very broad in its description, and it says that I can snuff out small light sources, generate small amounts of heat or cold, etc. Lots of other stuff I can do. Can I light a candle with that? Or create like a little teeny candle flame? I'm trying to figure out a way to light it from here, to light the oil. And if I can use
Does it say
prestidigitation-
anything about creating fire with that?
It
in
doesn't.
that
It just says
description?
I can generate heat and cold. It's like I said, it's open to interpretation because it's.
Let me
very
look at it
vague.
here. Let me quickly look at it.
I can create sound
Chris,
effects. I can alter an item for a short while, making a dagger dull.
I don't think you can start a fire. It looks like you can snuff out a small light source, but not create flame with it. That's
Okay.
probably a different spell that you would need to get.
All right.
It's probably called create flame. I don't know.
All right. Then in
Makes
that
heat.
case,
Generate fire. Maybe I don't know.
well, in that case, can I see anything?
Let's do a wisdom check.
Wait. I was hoping you'd ask. All right.
Everybody's doing a wisdom.
Is that spell
Oh,
elevator heat,
natural
by the
20,
way?
baby. Let's see.
Nat 20. Okay, that's an automatic success.
All right. What do I see?
You see what can best be described as a massive geyser of insects
Oh no.
Those
that
two
are
is-
essentially erupting from the cracks that were made in the floor from the failure of whatever that mechanism was.
Are they forming into something?
They're forming into a mass.
I see. All right. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna throw my lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Do
the
it.
torch is all the way over there. This is the only fire source we have. so
Give me a
that's
strength check, Osric, and don't get a natural one,
boy.
or you're gonna need that prestidigitation to put things out real quick.
Not a natural one, but a 6.
A 6. Okay, you pitched the lantern. Give me a D6 roll. 1 through 3 is bad. 4, 5, 6 is worse.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. You throw the lantern. This is what's going to happen. You throw the lantern, and it lands right about here.
Sweet.
It shatters,
And
unfortunately, the light goes out.
no.
There
I can
is-
run further than that.
There is a green glow. There's a green glow still emanating. There is a yellow glow from up here because you lit those torches. But you do not. You guys are all pretty much in darkness at this point, aside from a little bit of light. Luckily, this isn't shadowdark anymore because things would go real bad right now. But you guys would have had a bunch of torches lit, anyways.
All right then.
Theoretically. That's a great turn. Very good turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna try to
Well-
step back behind my bodyguard.
Well, you already made your your attack action by throwing, so you're stuck where you are for the moment.
Very good. Very good.
Rona, what do you want to do to remedy this situation here?
I want to light some oil here too. So I'll take since I don't have a torch lit, so I light that up because I think even if we're not in the shadow darks anymore, it might still be useful. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so you
So
reach.
that's what
Where is your? Do you have a
I
Tinder, flint and steel, all that good stuff?
backpack. Yeah.
All right, you drop your
So
backpack to
hopefully
the
I can-
ground. You start rifling around.
Yep.
We'll say with your action, you'd be able to get a torch lit, but that will
Okay,
take your
awesome.
action. Yep.
Yep.
But that's helpful. Now you can see again.
Yes.
All right, and then it is their turn. So they are going to move forward.
Right into my oil.
It
just like
is
I
a
wanted.
geyser. It's just think of like someone turned on a fire hose of these, and you can tell now they are scarab beetles.
Do they get coated in the oil though? Do they get into it and like go, oh?
Some of them kind of walked through it. I'm sure, some of them, not all of them, but there's a big puddle of oil here that you threw down, Goldie, right here. And then there's whatever oil was left in this lamp that's kind of seeping in the shattered remains of this lamp here. So there is some coating, but probably not all of them. Anyhow, so that's where we're at. They will not get an attack action this round, but they are coming for you. And we will roll a new initiative, my friends. Let's do this.
Yes. Better.
All right, that's much better.
Dice is hot.
Hot dice.
These dice are too hot for the hot tub.
I love it.
I got another 8.
Very cool. A lot of good rolls here. Osric, you're at the top of the order. What do you want to do?
Oh, crikey.
Crikey.
Shoot, do I spell them or get some fire going?
I'm sure they'll just run right past us.
I'm sure that's all they're here.
Let's just stand very still.
They might not notice you.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shoot my first Magi's missile.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna move away from them. Right.
Can we call it
This way.
magic missile, though? Do we have to call it magic?
I would love to do that.
Let's just call it magic missile.
I am magic missiling these things
I love that. I love everything about that.
because that's my offensive spell and
'Cause that's your
what I'm
jam.
doing. That's my jam right now.
Yep.
Since my fire did not work. All right. I just rolled damage. As long
Okay.
as-
Yep. And this attacks one of the swarm elements, as it were. Yep.
Alright,
Go ahead and
that's-
roll some damage.
3 + 1.
Okay.
4 points.
What does it look like?
Oh wait, let's see. Did I gain an extra? No extra missile. Okay, so I got.
What does
one
it
missile.
look like as you cast and
it looks
conjure
like
this?
like an eerie green
Ooh, I love green.
miniature skull, like this sort of translucent
Ooh.
skull that goes flying through the air.
That's
Scream,
dope.
if I can get it to scream. I'm still working on that part.
Nice. You might be able to add a prestidigitation effect to that someday.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, you can, I think just as a side note for a magic user in this game, I'm totally into like trying to develop unique spins on the spells, or maybe even unique spells that are for a high, once you get to higher levels. That was 4 damage, Osric?
4 damage, yeah.
Okay. All right. That is your turn. Goldie, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Goldie wants to squish some bugs. She's gonna pull out her
Yeah.
warhammer.
There we go.
And it's a squisher, a bludgeoner, if you will, of insectoid meat.
Mm.
So she will take a
Delicious.
swing. Let's see how she's gonna have to take a
So
step
good.
up. She can hit that first pile right next to her, correct?
Oh,
the
yeah.
geyser.
The geyser, absolutely. They're basically like coming out, just skittering everywhere, sort of like fanning out, and they're coming like at your legs and feet.
Goldie secretly hopes that they get some oil on her so her muscles get oiled too.
Ooh,
She's
sexy.
not gonna say that out loud, but
That's
kinda
really
is
sexy.
hoping that. Yeah. Oh, let's see. That's So I rolled a 17.
Okay. And then you add your bonus to hit, which is down in your weapon, the weapon part of your character sheet.
Okay, so that's 19, and then I add my level, right?
Not for
wait, no,
attack
not
rolls. Yeah.
Okay, so that is just it's just 19 then.
19 will definitely hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Okay.
Nice job.
Damage. 5.
Damage. 5 damage. Okay, nicely done. All right. Yeah. What does it look like as you're cutting into these things?
I think she does kind of like a little bit of a swing to kind of wind up, and then just straight down, smash through everything, and then allows a little bit of guts to fly out, and is enjoying the oil / guts that is hitting her shins, knees, and probably her thighs as well. She's keeping that on. Maybe it'll be armor. When it dries, right?
Yeah.
+1 AC.
Sound theory.
I like it.
Always got
Okay. All right. That was great. Torbin.
All right. Torbin's going to jump down and run up and help Goldie. So he's going to go up to here. And 2 hands on his axe. He's going to take a swing at the same bundle of bugs.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed that part. Is plus your strength mod?
Yep. So you have a bonus to hit down in your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
There.
Yeah.
If you look at the where your weapons are down in the lower part of your character sheet, so you're using a battle axe. So you have a bonus to hit as a barbarian at 2nd level of 1. You have a strength modifier of 2, so it looks like your total bonus to hit is 3 on the end there. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 17 to hit then.
17 to hit is a hit. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage, please. Sorry, Chad, I'm not tracking. My bad. Brain is occupied.
Right. That's do we add anything to damage?
You do add damage. Yeah. Think.
Should be strength, right?
Yeah. Add your strength. Absolutely.
Okay. That'd be 11 slashing damage.
Combat.
9.
Attack to roll. What was the total?
11.
Okay. Wow. That was huge. All right. Yeah. You cut into that same group that Goldie was going after, I assume.
Yes.
Is that correct? All right. Yeah. Those beetles been squashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
I just looked over at Goldie and I got bug slime on me, and I'm just gonna go. Ah!
And then I look back and go, yeah.
Nice. Rona, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Do you want to do some
Try
yawing?
to throw my oil and my torch into the second pile, behind the first pile, so to speak, just into the fray at the distance there. See?
Like in here?
Yep. If you
Okay,
can light it
yeah.
on fire and just throw it in and hope for a little bit of a bonfire over there.
Give me a strength check, please.
Strength check.
This will be a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. 12, 13.
All right, and this is a prime for you. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is good. Where do you want it to land exactly? Can you
I want to land behind the first ones because I don't want to burn my buddies.
like
front of
right
me.
in here, this general
Yep.
area here? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Give me a D6 roll.
A D6 roll. 5.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, no, it doesn't work. We've got a little bit of fire going on here.
That's just the right amount.
Oh.
Some fire erupts as some of these burn. And you got a 5, you said? All right. So that is, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Some of them are burning in there as they're skittering towards you. That brings us to them. So let's see. Fire. These guys. This firing mass of scare beetles overtakes you, Goldie and Torbin, as they just envelop you, just crawling all up over you. And they are going to do a total of give me con saves, please. Goldie and Torbin. This does include your level on a save.
Mine is 14, and that's one of my.
Okay. Yep. All right. And what about Torbin?
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 plus 2.
All right, great. So you guys each take 2 points of damage as these things bite into your flesh, and manage to not get engulfed in flame quite yet. And then let's see. This one here is gonna get to Rona. Rona, give me a con save, please.
Con save.
This is not a prime for you.
That is 15. Yeah. Plus 1,
15. Okay. Yep. You take 2 points of damage as well as these things bite into you. You manage to save successfully. All right. That is the swarm's turn. And that's when you notice that there is some other creature. A creature
How much
that
damage
looks...
did I take? 5 points?
2 points.
2 points. Okay.
Yep, 2 points of damage. This is when you notice that there is a different creature that emerges from this mass. It has 8 legs, and it looks kind of like a spider, but instead of like the body of a spider, it's just an eyeball basically with 8 legs. And this thing skitters out and right into this position here, kind of climbs over the side of the sarcophagus, and it just starts spinning these sharp legs around and around. And it is going to potentially hit Vamrid and Rona here. So I'm going to roll. And it's okay. So that I do not believe is going to hit. That is 6. That's a 10. I don't believe that hits either of you. Rona, what's your armor class? Oh, I have it right here actually. Yours is a 12. Yeah. So
12.
it misses you both. And then it gets a second attack, and it does the exact same thing. It just starts spinning in this whirlwind attack, and you both manage, as this thing skitters up, you manage to dip out of the way as it spins its legs at you. Vamrid, it's your turn.
I'm going to yell, back where I'm from, they call that a nope spider. I don't like it at all. Nope.
Nope.
and I'm gonna swing at it with my sword.
Are there any other kind?
Nope,
No.
nope, they're all nope spiders.
Yes.
I should also mention that for those of you that are watching this all happen before you, both Goldie and Torbin have been they're almost like completely
Enveloped.
gone. Yeah.
You don't know what is us covered in carapace and what
Yeah.
is actual bug. Careful
Go ahead.
with your swings.
I'm a little distracted now. I can't see you past the nope spider.
Yep. Nope. Yep. What'd you get for an attack roll, Vamrid?
2.
Oh,
Shit.
okay. Yeah, that's not going to hit, unfortunately.
I'm thinking about the beach and my tuba. They're both much nicer than this shit.
Where is your tuba right now, by the way? Or do you have it? Did you set it down somewhere?
I dropped it. Like,
Okay.
I gently dropped it, like I always
Ting
do.
tong. All right, let's
Yeah.
roll initiative again, everybody. Top of the
Oh,
round.
boy.
Ooh, I got the same thing. This is tense.
How is this possible? I rolled another 8.
That's great.
These metal dice are hot tonight.
So hot.
Absolutely hot.
Crikey.
All right. Looks like Torbin's at the top of the order with an 8. Go ahead.
So Dave, am I like restrained in any way right now? Or
Nope. You're just covered in scarab beetles. A swarm of scarab
So-
beetles.
can I use my movement to get out of the scarab beetles?
You can certainly try to. Go ahead and give me let's do a strength check.
All right, primeval instincts, barbarian, immediate action gains +4 to any physical checks.
Okay.
That's horrible. I take it I add my level to that too.
Yep.
Still probably not enough. Math. 8.
No, it's not enough. You're able to move, so you like move this way, but all this
Yeah.
comes with you.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing then. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
chop them off of me.
So you use half your movement to get there, and then you're gonna make an attack. Go ahead.
Oh God. A 1.
Uh-oh.
Horrible.
A 1.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you swing your battle axe and you drop it. You get like bit on the arm, and your battle axe falls and is completely obscured from your view.
That's not good.
That is not good at all. All right, that brings us to them, and let's see. So we've got these guys moving this way. This one, actually, no, they're going to stay on Goldie. This one's moving up here. All right, so we'll go first to the one that's on Torbin. Torbin, give me a con save, please. This is a D20 plus your con plus your level.
Um,
The con is a prime for you.
but I have a 0. Okay.
That's okay. That's easier math.
I have an intimidate that gives me a -2 to one opponent's combat rolls. But that
You're gonna
doesn't
try and
affect-
intimidate a swarm of beetles? I don't think that's gonna work here.
Okay.
I like
I
the
don't
way
know
you're
when to
thinking,
use
though.
those abilities, though.
We'll figure it out. We're just getting started.
That is horrible. 7.
All right, you take 4 points of this acid damage as it sears into your skin as these things bite and secrete some sort of a weird acid on top of you. We'll go next to the one that's on top of Rona. Oh, I'm not rolling. Rona, give me a con save, please.
The old weird acid.
The weird acid, really weird acid. This is that weird. 11 total?
Yep. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
double check. Yep.
You added your
Plus
level?
one, yep,
Yep.
Plus
Okay.
one. Oh,
Yep,
I
so-
at my level, well,
Yep.
I'm 2, so yeah, 12 if I add 2 for level.
Okay, so that's a successful save. You take 2 points of damage. Yep, 2 points of this strange acid damage. tripping
Yeah.
balls. And then Goldie, go ahead and do the same thing, please. A con save.
Oh, nuts. That is
Oh, no.
6.
That is not going to cut it. You take 4 points of acid damage.
Is it weird?
It's the weirdest.
Oh, sweet.
You start to hear color and see sound. It's very strange.
Love it. What does it taste
all right.
like, though?
It tastes like the sky. Vamred, this thing is going to it's going to attempt to attack you with its whirlwind attack. I am rolling
my
shit with that
God.
die. It misses with the first attack. And oh god, that was almost a natural one. That is going to be a total of 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Okay, so you're gonna take a total of 3 points of damage as you get clipped by one of the razor sharp legs that's spinning and spinning and spinning. Rona, it's your turn. You are engulfed in these beetles. What do you want to do?
What the heck? I just kind of use my sword and start hacking at them. I guess that's the
Okay.
only thing I can do.
Yep. So go ahead and give us an attack roll.
8.
Total?
No, 10. Sorry. Yep.
10 total?
Yep.
Unfortunately that misses. You just swing and some of them like fall off of you, but then they just kind of crawl back up on top of you.
I'm bad. Yep.
Okay. That was Rona's turn. Let's go next to Goldie. Goldie engulfed.
Engulfed. Goldie's gonna try to. She's gonna stop, drop, and roll. As she's rolling, could she do a whack on the ground as she's rolling away?
Why
roll
don't you let's do this. Give me the same idea. Give me a strength check to see if you can roll away to break free of these things. Because I think that's what your intention is, right?
Yes, and that's a 6.
Okay, so you're able to roll, and as you do, they come with you. So you roll half your movement, which is 10 feet, and then you can make an attack if you'd like.
Okay. Yep. I'd do that.
Or in lieu of an attack, I would allow you to make a second attempt at breaking free. It's up to you.
No, if I feel like I can make an attack, I would do that instead.
All right, go for it.
Oh. Okay. That's definitely good. That's a 21.
That hits. Roll big damage here.
All right. 8.
Ooh, that's all it takes.
10.
That's all it takes is 8.
Okay.
You nailed it. As you crush these little bastards into a smithereens, you are covered in the greenest of green goo. But they are indeed
stand up
dead.
and make eye contact with Torbin and go, "Raw!" if he can see me.
Torbin is nowhere to be seen. Torbin is nowhere to be seen, unfortunately. All right, that awesome turn. Let's go next to Vamrid.
Okay, there's this nope spider near me. I'd like to use. Last week, the Benji man gave me a hero point. I'd like to use that.
Okay.
As I attack it with my S word.
Okay, so add a +1 to it. And thanks for reminding me. We do have a way that folks in the chat can get involved. We have hero points, which allow our party members to add a +1 to a roll before they roll it. And we also have special hero points, which allow them a +2 after the roll has occurred. So you're using a +1 here.
Yep, and I'm thinking about a citronella fireball or something, which my friend Bart thinks is a gin cocktail, but probably not. Oh, that really helps my 3. Son of a bitch!
Uh-oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay, that's a miss.
That's a total of 6. That's bullshit.
That's 2 misses in a row, Vamrid. You better dial it in here, pal.
Hey, some of
Osric.
the party can't see that because they're covered.
That's true. It is obscured.
I'll make
most
a good
people.
story as to what's happening, I think.
If you survive. Osric, what would you like to do? Can you help your friends?
That's a very good question. So refresh my memory. I have prepared 3 different spells, magic missile being one of them.
Yes.
And can I cast that again using this, one of my 2 other slots that I have left? Or is it just the
if
spell?
you had prepared it twice, you can cast it twice, but only if you've. It's kind of that old school AD&D approach where you have to prepare it as many times as you intend to use it.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I am a 2nd level wizard, and I only prepared it once. So, I am
respectable
going to, let's see. That's a nasty looking thing there. And I see Goldie. Is she out?
Yeah, you can see Goldie standing here. Let me see if I can find Goldie. There she is.
There she is.
Yeah,
Yes.
Goldie.
It's all good here.
Goldie is covered in green goo there. You can just barely see her.
And oiled. She's oiled.
She's well oiled as well.
That might be good armor.
High on acid and well oiled.
Such a combo.
Yeah, we've all been there.
And in the elevator, so on the way down.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Osric, what are you gonna do to save the day, buddy? Hey, thank you, Jeff.
I don't have much to save the day. What is much? All right, let's do this. I'm gonna light a torch.
Yeah, they'll take your action. You can light a torch.
I'll light a torch and I'll get my flask of oil ready just in case.
Okay. Yep.
And that's what I'm doing.
All right. I love it. Okay, well that, my friends, brings us to the bottom of the round. Let's roll initiative again.
Sweet.
Oh, there we go.
Slightly better.
All right. Rona and Torbin, give me con saving throws, please, as you are being bitten by these acid-wielding beetles.
10.
A 10 total?
Yep, 10 total.
Okay, you're going to take 4 points of damage, Rona. How are you doing?
1 point left.
Okay. All right. That's not good, guys.
Dave, I rolled a 15.
Okay, that was the total of your roll. Was it 15? That is a success. You'll take 2 points of damage, and you're not ignited by the fire. Although I will say the fire is a little bit bigger, just because that's fun for me. Right, and then let's see, Vamred, excuse me. This thing is going to try to attack you again. That is going to be a 12.
No.
And with the second attack, that is going to be a 14.
Yes.
Okay, 13 hits.
Shit.
This Nope Spider went to Yup Spider real quick. Thank you so much, Scottish Jeff. Special hero point for Vamp Wickman and special hero point for Rona. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you very much.
My man.
And I just rolled a 4 for damage on you, Vamred, as this thing slices across your well-oiled as well. I don't know. You guys are all oiled up. It seems like
We're
you're
all
well.
oiled up right
Absolutely.
Yeah, your well-oiled bicep, leaving a gaping wound. Gaping wound. That is your turn, Vamred.
Okay. I'm using the regular special that Jeff gave me. And
Okay.
is the other one an after one?
Yep, it
How
is.
that works?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you,
Need to
Jeff.
cut this full down. Hell yeah. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. Little dwarven justice on the way.
Good thing you
6
brought a
points-
cleric.
Yeah, right? 6 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you take a swipe at it and it kind of recoils, and I would say it hisses, but it doesn't even seem to have a mouth. It's just one big eyeball. It blinks at you. No, it doesn't have an eyelid. It just stares at you with a black lidless eye.
Uh-oh.
All right, Vamred, nice one. You hit it hard. Rona,
Well,
you gotta
I
get out of
guess-
there.
yeah, exactly. That's just get out of there. Yep.
Yep. Give me a strength check, and And if you, give me a strength check. Roll
Strength
really
check.
high. Yeah.
20.
20. Okay. And luckily, that is also a prime for you.
Yeah.
you
so
are
I
going
plus one,
to-
so 21. So yeah.
You're going to manage to pull yourself out, kicking off the scarab beetles as you do. We'll say you've used 5 feet of your movement to do so. What would you like to do?
Just make sure that I'm away from these bastards.
You can use the rest of your movement to get as far away as your movement allows. I think you have 30 feet.
I probably make sure that I run north or into here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Some light
And
there.
she has the torch. Luckily, she took the torch away, so now it's
Oh, I
completely
think
dark.
halfway in there, she realized that she actually has the torch.
You know what though? There is some light being given off by. Let's add some light to that
Flaming
fire.
beetles.
Yeah. There's some flaming beetles there.
She's like, oh, she runs
Oiled
just
up
as
flaming
light,
beetles.
then she
And my
realized she
torch-
actually has the light, yeah.
Yeah, I'm lighting a torch, so I don't know if it's lit or not yet.
Did you get it lit? You probably got it lit.
That was my
Let's
whole
go.
turn. So.
Yeah, it was your action. So let's give you some light over here too. All right, cool. So we're back in business with plenty of light. Rona takes off running. Right. Torbin.
Confused, like,
Oh.
what the heck? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because she ran because she thought the light was in there. Then she realized she's holding the light, and then she cannot stop because she doesn't.
Go towards the light. Go towards the light, Rona. Go towards the light.
Which
All right, Torbin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right.
You want to
Can
get
he-
out of there?
Can he see his battle axe anywhere around him?
No, you cannot. You want to try to reach around for it and find it? It'll take your action to do that. And you have a 50% chance of finding it, so I'll have you roll a d6 if you want to do it. 1 through 3, you find it. 4, 5, 6, you don't find it. Or you could just try to do a strength check to get out of there, or something else that I'm not thinking of.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my dagger and attack the scarabs.
Okay. I like it. There's Torbin.
15 to hit.
A 15 does not hit.
What?
Yeah. Did you add your bonus to hit and everything? Your +3?
On your level?
Yeah.
No, not your level.
You don't add level, yeah. Okay, yeah. You sort of like swipe at this stuff and are unable to really do a lot of damage. Some of them fall off your arms and maybe off your face, and you just for a minute get a glimpse of this horrid creature that's engaged with Vamrit, excuse me. You look over and you're like, well, he's got it kind of worse than I do. and then the beetles kind of swarm back up over your face.
Can I spend a hero point to make that 16 to hit?
If you had a special hero point, you could add +2 to it after the fact.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, Osric. Are you gonna help these guys out this time, or?
We'll see.
burn.
Questionable.
Possibly.
I'm gonna take. All right. So last time I threw fire, that did not work for me. So what I'm gonna try is using my magic. I'm gonna use Mage Hand,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try to basically poke the eye on the big scary spider, since that's the biggest target I can see. And just
Okay.
with the torch. So I'm gonna Mage Hand the torch into the eye of the spider. Is my plan.
It's the eye of the spider. It's the thrill of the fight. Sorry, Vamrit. I took your line. All right. So you're gonna make an attack. Basically, you're making an attack with your Mage Hand. Is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
Well, it's going to be an intelligence check based on our house rule.
Dig it.
Yep. Let me just double check here. Something.
Pretty good at those.
Spells. I mean, so you're basically just going over and poking it.
Yep, with the fire from the torch. With the torch.
This is Mage Hand, aka Magi's Reach.
That's right.
Magi's Reach. I love it. Yeah, sure. Why not? This is cool. Yeah, give us an intelligence check as your attack.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So that means I add my modifier. Yeah, it's a primary. I have a primary.
So on attack roll, you would add your bonus to intelligence on your d20.
Okay.
Yep. And you're trying to beat not a prime or secondary target challenge level, but you're actually trying to beat the armor class of the target that you're trying to hit. Yep.
Right. All right. So that's a total of 15.
Unfortunately, that does not make the hit. It comes in and sort of like bonks off of the back of it as it kind of turns back towards Vamrid.
Right. Good thing about
but
Mage Hand is I still got it going.
It's still up. Yeah, as long as you concentrate, right?
Yep.
Okay, very cool. That brings us to someone. Who's next?
Goldie.
Goldie. What do you want to do, Goldie? Goldie's last stand?
I hope not. Goldie is gonna wipe the junk out of her eyes, off her face, look around, and I think she's just gonna see the next geyser of bugs in front of her. So she will, as she's learning from Torbin, do a barbarian yell and run up to it and take a take a slam down into them.
I love it.
With her warhammer.
Right. Give me an attack roll, please. Let's go.
8.
Oh no!
God damn it, Goldie! You come in swinging like a champ, swinging for the
oil.
Yep. And you happen to miss terribly.
I am so damn slippery right now.
Mm-hmm.
The bottoms of my feet even. I can't control it.
Feels good though. All right, let's roll initiative again. D10.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh
better.
yeah.
Was this a Randy Savage convention?
It was Kool-Aid Man.
Oh,
That
yeah.
didn't work.
It's very different. All right, Osric, looks like you're at the top of the order. What would you like to do?
I want to try to poke it again.
Okay, give it a poke.
Trying to give it a poke.
Add your intelligence to the D20.
This a little bit better than last time. That's 16.
Oh, not quite enough to get there. I'm so sorry. Yep. God damn. All right.
I'm sorry, Vamrid. I'm trying.
I'm doing my best. Goldie, what can you do? Let's see your
Goldie's gonna
best.
do a little soft shoe in the oil and take another swing down. So you'll see a bunch of feet and then smack.
Okay.
Hopefully. Okay, much better.
Yes,
21.
yes. That hits. Roll damage, please.
Okay. Oh. Can we add the level to the damage or no?
No.
Okay, so that's
Just
just that
roll
is
and-
8.
8 points of damage. That's great.
Mhm.
That's huge. All right. Yeah, you managed to crush a bunch of those. I'm guessing you're going after that swarm that's right in front of you, number 4, that's the first time it's been hit. So very nicely done. It is looking much depleted from when it started. I'm going to actually even make it a little bit smaller here to reflect that. And I will also do the same thing with this as well. A little bit smaller, but still covering on good old Torbin. All right. Very nice, Goldie. Torbin, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take another swing at these guys.
Okay, you're attacking with your dagger?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
12.
Not enough to get there, unfortunately. Let's see, Rona.
I'll grab my sword and run back into it, try and save Torbin and get those pesky things off him. Yep.
Okay, so you use your movement to get there. You'll have to wait until your next turn to attack.
Okay. Yep.
All right. That brings us to them. Torbin, give me a con save, please.
17.
All right, so you take 1 point of acid damage. as more of these things are trying to burrow into your skin, find openings in your body to burrow into, nostrils, ear cavities, those types of things. It's pretty pleasant. This thing is going to move towards Goldie. Goldie, they're all around your legs at this point. Give me a con save.
19.
You take 1 point of damage. And then Vamrid, this thing's going to try to attack you. That is only a 13. I don't think that hits you.
That's the number.
It does hit you?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. 1 point of damage, and then on its second turn, that's going to hit. That's a 19 on the die plus stuff for 4 more points of damage. So a total of 5 points of damage as this thing is swirling around and just cutting your glorious chest muscles, your deliciously oiled chest muscles. That brings us to Vamrid and his juicy pecs. What would you like to do?
Well, I gotta swing at it, but first I gotta sing something. The super nope spider crawled up the elevator shaft. Out came its claws and tried to slash my face in half. Out came the bard to smite out his big eye. Now the super nope spider's not a piece of pie.
Was it like this? Is this what they do?
I think so. Yep.
More or less.
That's how the normal ones do it. This one's
Is that
more
what kids
like.
do? That's a big thing. It's a mad slasher is what it's called.
Ugh.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Nope.
That's not what you want to go down in the elevator of love with. Not
No.
the mad slasher. No.
Oh my God.
Misunderstood the session.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spider didn't get the memo.
I did not consent to that.
16 to hit it.
16 does not hit. You're just shy again. You rolled a 16 last time
Oh,
too.
it burned it. Yeah.
I did
You
not,
want
but I do have a special.
Use it.
Yes.
Yeah, use it and it's a hit. So go ahead and roll
I didn't
damage.
roll a 16 before. I'm rolling like 2s and 3s usually.
Okay, I guess it was Osric that was
That
rolling
was
a
me,
16.
yeah. I barely missed it.
So yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead and roll damage with that using that special. Thank you, chat, Scottish Jeff, I think, for that. Appreciate it.
That's 7 damage.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. This thing reels backwards and like takes a step back and kind of looks at you with
Have
this
I,
unblinking eyeball.
do I
What's that?
misunderstand it? Is that thing growing? Is it bigger than?
No.
No,
It's,
the swarms
it's
got
same.
smaller.
The swarms got smaller. This thing is the same size.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it was. I should not give ideas to the.
No, but I think next time I run this, it definitely is going to grow each round. So.
Yeah.
All right. So you do see Rona as Vamrid takes a swing at this thing and connects, and it like recoils back as if trying to escape from the damage that it's taking. There is like a sickly green ichor that's like sprays out on the floor beneath it.
I flex a little too.
Yeah, and then there's like this flexing, beautiful
Vamrid
dwarven
grows
man.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. His ego at least. All right. That was Vamrid. Let's roll initiative, guys. We're back in the going into initiative round. This is great. I'm kind of digging the change up in initiative.
I dig it when I can go quicker.
That's the best part.
Or like
My dice are getting
earlier in the
smaller.
initiative.
Yeah.
The dice
Yeah.
are getting smaller too.
A lot of
I
low
like
rolls
to be
this
late
time.
and then early.
Goldie, you did not roll a 15 on a D10. I know that. That's not how it works, pal.
You rolled the wrong dice.
Told you. Get much higher than 10. It's suspicious. Yeah.
Yeah, that does get a little suspicious. All right, Goldie, you are at the top of the order with an 8.
Mhm.
What would you like to do, my friend?
Squish.
Yeah, there we go. Are you gonna use like an unarmed attack, or are you gonna use your sword?
Well, I'd like to use the pot that's on my head because it's more distance, but I'm probably just gonna stick with the warhammer because I know how to use that.
Okay.
In battle.
Yeah, warhammers are great for squishing things.
Yeah, bludgeoning.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, that was the wrong choice. That's fine.
You guys are rolling like shit tonight. Did I
That's a
mention
bug
that?
geyser. It's a
Bug geyser. Yeah,
Yeah,
a geyser of
geyser,
beetles. Yep. All right. Yeah, you probably managed to smash like one or two, but it doesn't appreciably deplete the swarm that is crawling up your pant legs, crawling up onto your chest now, and getting ready to attack you. Osric, you
Good luck,
All right.
Mr. Royal.
see as you look upon the scene, you watch as Vamrid connects with this mad slasher. It recoils back and sort of like takes stock of what's going on. You see Rona beyond it, hacking, getting ready to hack away at what's his name? Torbin, sorry, is
Torbin.
covered completely in
Flaming
beetles,
beetles.
and these things are crawling up Goldie's legs. What would you like to do?
Are the beetles that are on Torbin on fire still?
They are also on fire.
Does it seem like they're taking damage from the fire, or no?
It's hard to say from where you are. There's a
Okay.
lot of other things going on.
All right.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly, thank
Use
you for
my-
that.
Quit
My
giving him
friend-
ideas.
Hey man, I got good
No,
intelligence.
that's a good call, but it's you're
Well,
not sure.
prodigious-
You don't know.
With my
as
prodigious
Shelley said.
intelligence, I'm gonna see. So Goldie is also covered. Yeah. Do I think that?
They're like climbing. You can see Goldie's like chest and shoulders and face.
Okay.
Torbin, you can't really see much.
Yeah.
Just a shape. It's almost like when those people are working with beehives and they have the bees all over them. In this case, they're beetles and they're on fire. This is like straight out of a
Yeah.
Michael Bay movie,
So
like Candyman or something.
Okay, so Torbin's or Osric's thinking is that anything he does to those things that are on his friend might hurt his friends because he doesn't have any more
I'm
magic.
probably gonna
missiles.
die anyways. What?
Yeah. So I'll bring him back eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the same thing I was doing before. That's the most
The
obvious
eye
target.
poke. Yeah,
The eye poke. Yep.
let's give an eye poke.
Come on,
Little,
big money.
little Three Stooges action here.
Oh, that's better. That's 18.
That one hits.
Sweet. What do I roll for damage on a flaming torch?
A flaming torch, or were you poking it with the finger? It was you're hitting it with a torch.
So I lit
Okay,
the torch.
I missed that
Yeah,
part.
it
Okay,
was a-
yep.
it was a
All
lit
right.
torch.
So let's go D4.
D4.
And if you get a 4 on this roll, it'll ignite this thing.
Sweet. 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
job.
Yes, this thing's on fire. It takes 4 damage.
I
All
did
right. Very
something.
cool.
You did
It
something.
singes. You singe its eyeball, and it sort of like howls. I envision like this one of the scenes from the Thing, where they hit it with the flamethrower kind of thing.
And Osric
Nice
is just
one.
wondering where's that noise coming from? If it's just an eyeball.
That's true. We always wondered where the noises were coming from. Okay, so as that happens, this thing, yeah, that's right.
The unseen orifice.
Very well said. This thing is going to,
Great band name.
the unseen orifice. This thing is going to just run as fast as it can, and it's going to try to disappear into one of the caverns, and it runs away.
Or disappear.
Meanwhile, I need Torbin and Goldie to make con saves because you guys are still covered.
Exit. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just howling like "Ee!" as it runs off.
That was pretty good. 19.
Okay, so you will take you'll take no damage this round. Goldie, how about you?
Also a 19.
And you will take no damage either this round. That brings us to Vamrid. You want to chase that thing down?
No,
Nope.
I didn't see a button on it. No,
It better not move into the Cavort fort.
No.
no,
Ooh, see now who's giving me ideas?
you son of a bitch.
It can move in the basement.
That'll bring the
Can
property
I
value way
swat
down.
some
You
bugs
should
off
train
of
this-
either-
Train it. What do you want to do?
The
Can I
white
swat some bugs off either of my companions?
Yeah, you can make a roll. Let's call it a dex roll. Which one are you gonna go after? Number 3 or number 4? Number 3 is burning.
Probably number 3, since I
Okay.
can't even see my dwarven friend.
All right, so you race up to number 3 here, and go ahead and give me a let's do a strength check. You're doing a strength check. You're trying to basically like swipe these things off of him with your
Yes.
hand. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. And add your
bug repellent.
Yeah, add your strength and your level to this.
Ooh.
And this is 18.
Man,
Oh yeah, that's a success. So you brush these things off, and we'll just say they're like right here. As you look at Torbin, Torbin is like got bites all over him. He's got these like sort of flesh wounds that are sort of searing from the acid. But he looks like a boss. But yeah, you managed to brush them off of him with your action. Very nice. Rona. Now if you want, you can use half your movement to get to that swarm and take an attack.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So I'll sneak up here and I roll the d20 and I roll the 16. So yeah.
16 is what you need to hit. Go ahead and roll
Awesome.
damage.
Yeah. A second. Now I need to make sure if it's a d8 on my longsword. I think it is. That is a 1. It's not good.
1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take it.
All right.
You don't get
Yeah.
strength bonus, right? Yeah.
Every little bit helps. No, you do get. I think you do get your strength bonus for your
Okay,
damage.
plus 1 then, so 2.
Okay. At least for this combat, we're
Constellation
gonna say that because we ruled that earlier that you do.
Okay, good.
We're learning, folks. We're learning. Okay, so that is your attack, Rona. Torbin, you're free and clear of these beetles. They're in a pile burning next to you. Rona steps up and starts hacking at them. You want to get in on the action?
Yeah, I'm gonna make an attack with my dagger.
Okay. You also see on the ground your battle axe.
Oh, can I pick it up and attack with that?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna-
One-handed.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, not nearly good enough. 11.
Yeah, that doesn't cut it. Damn it, Torbin. You swing at it, and they're you get the picture. They're like trying to skitter away at this point. You know, like they're kind of like breaking up. The swarm is breaking, and so it's a little bit harder to hit. Maybe. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
Womp.
Oh, indeed. So, folks who are watching, we are rolling D10 initiatives. There's no bonus. That's just a straight D10. We roll every round, and we have in Owlbear Rodeo, we've got an initiative tracker that folks fill in. So that's how we know who goes when. And Rona is at the top of this round. What would you like to do, Rona?
I'll continue to attack.
Okay, let's do it.
Ooh, 17. Yep.
17 is going to hit, my friend.
Yeah.
And
Let's go.
another 1, so 2 more points. Yep.
That was plenty. That's all that they had left, and you managed to take these down. Yep. And the fire kind of burns, and there's sort of like crispy beetles laying in front of you. Nicely done, Torbin. What would you like to do? You see your friend Goldie being kind of swarmed by what's left of the beetles that are on her.
Yeah, he's gonna run down here and give him a chop.
All
Try to
right.
anyway.
Don't get a natural one.
If I can manage to roll over a 10 tonight. That's another 12.
A 12 total. That does not hit, my friend.
Yeah.
That does not hit these guys. But luckily you don't hit Goldie. Goldie, I do need you to make a con save.
That's a 5.
A 5. You take 1 point of damage, acid damage, as these things are biting into you, and it is your turn. What would you like to do?
This is a bad trip, man.
Smash these
I'm
bitches.
gonna, bludgeon the geyser of bugs.
Do it.
Ooh, hell yeah, 23.
That hits. That hits big time.
Okay. Let's see what was the problem. 9. 9
A
damage.
9 damage. Describe for us how you kill these bugs that are swarming on your legs and your sort of like abdomen area.
I think what she does is just before she swings, she can't see what's going on, so she does a quick sweep with one of her hands and flicks most of them off. And as they're flying, she takes aim and comes down on them with her warhammer, smashing them to the ground and spraying their viscera back up in her face.
Oh, not only your face, but also all over Torbin. Just
Yeah,
splatters
Torbin.
his whole chest and face with goo.
Then we look at each other and go, "Raw!" covered in gore and viscera.
His face is all swollen.
Yeah.
Just like a big eye and like weird lips and his ear.
All
Magic.
bit up
He's
and
having
burned by
a reaction.
acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
no, Torbin's allergic to scare beetles.
For the moment, you hear only silence as the whatever that mad slasher creature howled and screeched and ran off into the darkness on fire. And that flame and that is all sort of like dissipated into the darkness back the way you came. And for the moment, you look around at your companions. You take stock. There are still 5 of you standing, perhaps in various degrees of near death. I don't know, but we shall find out when we come back from our break, because we're going to take a quick break here, and then we will come back to the action to see what happens. As I think you guys have at least one healing. You have one healing potion, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You have
We were
one healing
gifted one.
potion.
Yeah.
You were gifted one healing potion.
Very generous.
So we'll see who gets to take that. There might be a little bit of Parchment Shears rock going on for that. We'll find out. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Jeff, thank you so much for cheering us on with bits and helping our companions. Their roles were hideous tonight during this combat, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Hope you guys are having fun. Thanks for being in the chat and hanging out with us. We'll be back in just a couple of short minutes. Thank you so much. All right, my friends, we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for helping our party out. That was a little bit more difficult of a combat than maybe we anticipated. I mean, a geyser of insects is never a cakewalk, but that was tough. But nevertheless, we survived. Some of us are wounded. My friends, you stand in this massive chamber, looking, now that the dust has kind of settled a little bit, you look around, there are crispy scare beetles in various piles, some of them smashed. There's goop on many of you, are covered in this kind of green hemolymph goop. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up to Goldie immediately and start taking a bandage out and say to her, "Well done, you did exactly what a bodyguard should do. That was excellent work.
Thank you. You can see her puff up a little bit, like she's pretty proud of herself.
I start getting a bandage out and try to bandage Goldie. I have another bandage as well.
What happened with that lantern? Do you have another one? Did you mean to break it like that?
Even even I make rash decisions sometimes. I've never been faced with a geyser of beetles before.
I was pretty sure you meant to do that.
Well, I meant to throw it. So, yes,
Success.
Absolutely. Yes. Success in throwing. I'm gonna go look at that after I bandage up Goldie. But I have another bandage. Whoever wants it, whoever needs it.
So Goldie, you will heal
Injured?
2 hit points.
No, like I said, you did your job extraordinarily well.
Yeah, I have one hit
100%.
point and 1 bandage, so I can use that to get me some at least.
Yep, that'll give you 2 hit points if you spend some time bandaging yourself up, Rona, which I imagine you do. You've taken some big hits.
Yep. So I have back to 3 hit points. Yep.
Anyone else doing any bandaging or healing? I think you have
I'm
a.
gonna
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have any
bandage
bandages.
myself while I'm looking for the spider's dad to come kick the ass of the bullies that beat up its son.
Okay.
Torbin,
Yeah,
you don't have any
you
bandages?
it's quiet for the moment, Vamrit, as you look around, but you're quickly bandaging yourself. You'll regain 2 hit points.
Goldie has 2 bandages. One has got an O on it. The other one she will go and put on Torbin.
Torbin's wondering where everybody got bandages because he's not there that day, apparently.
Apparently not. You know what? Give me if you're bandaging. So Osric, you did a bandage. Rona, you bandage yourself. Vamrid, you bandage yourself. Goldie, you're bandaging. Torbin, each of you who did so, go ahead and give me a hold on a sec, let me find it here. Give me a bandages, where is it? Okay, give me a intelligence or wisdom, your choice, roll. And let me know what you're rolling. So Osric, what are you gonna roll?
Intelligence.
All right.
That's a 16 on the die.
All right, so Goldie, you get 1 additional hit point back from his bandaging. He does such a good job.
Sweet.
Rona, what did you get for? You can do intelligence
I'll
or
choose
wisdom.
intelligence, and
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay, you just stick with the 2 points as we said. Vamrid, what are you gonna roll?
Intelligente.
All right.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. That is going to be good enough. You get 1 additional hit point. And is that it?
No, Goldie did it too, but she rolled a 10 for
Oh.
intelligence.
Okay. And that is not quite enough. So Torbin, you just stick with 2 hit points back.
2 hit points back. Thank you.
Yep. Now, does anybody else want to use? There's a healing potion, I think, that you were given by Kellic. You do have some additional bandages that you've taken more than 1 wound. Whoa, Stronghold D&D, thank you so much for gifting subs. That is very, very generous of you. Thank you so much for doing that. Stronghold D&D also participating in the Summer of Siege. I'm going to give them a shout out here. If you're not following Stronghold, please do. That was very generous, and we appreciate your help with building our following. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. There we go. Follow them, please. Do yourself a favor. Does anybody else want to use a bandage?
I want to use one more if possible.
Rona's pretty beat up.
Yeah, Rona, you took more than 1 wound, I'm assuming. So go ahead and give me another.
Like 5 wounds, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another roll.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Who else is? I have another bandage, so.
8 on the die.
Okay, so just 2 points. So 2 points back.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So 5 points.
I mean, Torbin would take it if that's all right.
Torbin will have it. I'll
All
roll for the extra. Only an 8 this time.
Hello, Tim.
Dave, does that affect how much I get?
What was the roll?
I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you just get 2 hit points back. Yep.
Still pretty good.
All right, so you look around at this point. You spend some time. It takes you, probably 5 to 10 minutes as you are assessing your situation. There are no additional geysers of acid beetles. Great LSD back in the 70s. We all know. If you were there, you know. But there are no more acid beetles, and but there is, as the dust has now settled, you look down the hallway to the green lantern that is glowing, and there is a massive opening in the floor. The floor just cracked and gave way, and that's why this acid beetle geyser erupted.
You think we should go take a look what's down there?
They can't have more of those, can they? Yeah, let's go check.
I'm gonna go grab the torch that I had, and I'm gonna go check out my lantern. I know the glass broke, but maybe the rest of it is salvageable, so I'll keep that in my pack.
Okay. Yeah, there's glass. The glass from your lantern hood is like shattered, but the metal parts of it are still salvageable. You just need to get it repaired.
Go see the glass blower in town. That's
Mm-hmm.
well, I think we're a bit beat up. I don't know. I don't know if going any further is. But, however, we can see what's down there, perhaps. We go take a look down the crevasse.
Okay.
Let's just not turn that thing again.
No,
For right now.
no.
That is a smart move. All right, so you go look at the crack in the ground, and you look down and it's just darkness. Just black.
All right. I will take that ever burning torch, right?
Out of the green lantern.
Out of the green lantern.
Okay.
And
Don't throw it down there.
there we go. No, I have
a rope on it.
I have rope. Yes.
Oh, I got some rope too.
Yeah, so I'm going to tie it onto the end of that torch, and I'm going
Okay.
to lower the torch down, and see what we can see.
All right. What's the length of this rope?
60 feet.
Okay. 60-foot lengths of rope are kind of standard in this world.
adventuring.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, they're very precise on how they cut rope.
Yeah.
They always have been, haven't they? It's always been very precise. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing.
60-foot rope.
Yeah, right. They're
as long as I
very
can
good
remember.
about a few different things. Yeah, but
Even
they
my father
can't
taught
seem.
Standardized. It's nice.
Yeah, but they can't seem to nail down standardization when it comes to healing potions. You always still have to roll.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this one's a little older than the other one. Anyways,
60
you
feet of rope.
lower a torch down. Is this the ever burning torch
Yep.
that you lower down? Okay. Yeah, you lower it down 10, 20, 30 feet, and then you can start to see that there is this shaft that goes down about the size of the cylinder, but it's also cracked and broken. But
Yeah.
anyways, you lower it down, and you can see that there is indeed another sub-dungeon level below, about 60 feet down.
I feel like it would have everything that attacked us came from down there, right? I feel like if anything was down there, it would have come up, right? Do we hear
Logic is
anything?
sound.
Yeah. Do we hear anything?
Give me a wisdom check. This is a listening
Yeah.
check. You're not gonna, in this case, what I'm not gonna do is I'm gonna tell you not to add your level, because as we all know, listening is a class feature for the rogue.
Indeed.
So,
So
Rona, if you
wisdom?
would like to listen, you could make a list. You do have, if you look at your character sheet, you do have a listen feature, I believe,
Yeah.
as a rogue.
Here
So
noise up to 30 feet. Yeah.
Yep. So go ahead and make a roll.
All right.
16. So that is 17, 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
I
you,
gotta
what
say-
does it tell you? What attribute it is, Rona, on your character sheet? Wisdom. Okay, and you said you rolled what?
I rolled 16.
16 wisdom. Okay,
Yeah.
and Osric.
Plus 2 levels, so that will be.
Yep, you add your
18
level.
my level.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
I rolled a 15 straight.
15. Okay. So 15 total and dirty 20 maybe for Rona. Okay, or 18. Yeah. So you hear, Rona. You hear it. There is absolute silence. You also look around with the torchlight, Rona, and you can pick up. You're also a bit of you can climb things pretty well. You're good at climbing. You can see that actually the walls of the cylinder appear to be pitted and scarred, almost as if maybe you could use them as handholds, perhaps, for climbing.
Well, if we have another 60 feet of rope, we could tie it off on the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some rope and some iron spikes and
Okay.
a
All the
grappling hook.
necessities. Yes, all the necessities.
Yeah. Is this a job for a thief or a dwarf?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, so do you guys feel like going down there? Or?
But
Not
only because anything that was down there, I feel like it would have come up already. I don't feel
There's
like
an
it's
awesome door down there too that we got to get through.
Okay.
Also,
You
I don't
think-
think we want to go back right now. I mean, you saw where that guy went, right? Where we're
Ramrod, do
going.
you think it goes to the same place you went to when you went down the other hole?
It was a sizable
That's
spot.
Yeah.
Only one way to
Yeah,
find
the
out.
tuba's been down there already. Yeah.
The two.
The tubist.
Tubist. Yep.
The tubister. I don't know.
Tubister.
The Tubista.
It's a tubister kind of name.
All right.
Two best in
Okay, I
it.
guess we could climb down there. Are we gonna do this?
Only if you feel confident.
So before you have a chamber, a crevasse that you could climb down. You also have, just to refresh your memory, you have a cylinder that that transports you down to wherever Vamrud was in our previous session last week.
That's the unknown factor. I'd
Yep.
rather go down this hole, but since we know the creatures have already come out of there,
And it's quiet,
and it's quiet,
which always means it's safe.
totally safe.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys are gonna climb down. Sounds like to
So
me.
if we slip, it's 60 feet down.
No,
Is that
so
what we're
and it-
doing?
And you only take 1d6 points of damage per 10 feet of falling.
so we have rope. We have
Mm-hmm.
pitted insides of the shaft. I'm gonna tie off another stick. Anybody else have 60 feet of rope?
yeah,
I have
I
rope.
do.
All right.
I do.
Let's take
They're all
one of
exactly
those.
60 feet.
We'll take
Yeah.
one of those and
It's
we will
uncanny.
It's so good.
tie
great
it off
bit.
on the sarcophagus.
Don't cut them either. That'll just mess everything up.
Yeah, that's
It
good.
screws up the math.
Don't want to do
Mhm.
math on that.
One just shrivels up and the other one extends. I don't know why. If you got snakes, no problem.
Mhm.
So I think
Nice
we have enough
callback.
rope, and we have a torch at the bottom there that's still at the end of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
We should be good to go.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you should totally be good to go. You guys ready to do some climbing?
I don't like how he says that.
Oh, he's real excited about it.
I know.
Overly excited, one might say.
Mm-hmm.
I read in a book.
Says,
I don't know if you can confirm this, Rona or Torbin, but I read in a book once. You wanna wrap a hand on the rope as you go down. That way, in case you do slip, you don't fall. Right?
Ah. So you'll be hanging in your hand. Yep.
Yes. Of course, this is not practical experience. This is only book.
It sounds like a good idea.
Good
Yeah.
work. Yes.
only book. Don't put yourself down, Osric. It's the best information we have.
Well, the book was written by a ranger, so I hope that. Correct.
Can rangers write?
Well, this one maybe he had it transcribed by his
Ah,
wizard
there you
companion.
go. Now I trust it. Yep.
Okay, so one by one, you make your way down this I don't know, opening in the ground, this
Shaft.
chasm, the shaft. All right, cool. Let's get some dexterity rolls,
Or
shall we? Who's going first? Who wants to go first?
I don't suppose I can roll.
I guess I can go first then. I've
Okay.
good decks. Yeah.
Yep. And don't you, as a rogue, don't you have some dope climbing abilities of some kind, or
Yes,
am I
I
just
have
making that
climbing
up?
ability, and Dex is prime for my
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
so
You can climb any. It says climb any surface,
See, there you go, and I have a rope.
half
so,
speed.
Yeah.
You know
Oh, you're
what?
set.
I'm not
You're
even. I'm
set.
not even gonna make you roll.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, I'll just
Based on
take
that.
the rope and disappear goes down.
Is
Yep.
Is
Yep.
a tuba considered a surface? I'm just curious.
A tuba? You can climb a tuba. It's been done. I mean,
Is
it's
this
unorthodox, but
Is this
Go ahead.
considered a physical check?
yeah. But we need to sort of talk more about that primeval instincts. There's some very
Yeah.
specific ways that can be used. So
Okay.
I don't think this applies, to be honest with you. Yep. If you go back and read it, we can talk more about it. But I don't think this will apply. But yeah, who wants to go second? You guys watch as Rona just disappears into the shaft.
Does Stonecraft help with this at all? I get
in what
bonuses
sense?
well, it gets bonuses to unsafe surfaces.
This is
I'm
very.
trying
You
to
don't even need to
climb
roll. This
down.
is unsafe. This is very unsafe.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, well, Torbin gets that too. He's also a dwarf.
Yep. You're both like looking over, going, "Yep, Yeah, unsafe. Yep.
That looks bad. See that?
I mean,
rock right there,
extensive
that's
knowledge
totally-
of stonework and construction.
I don't think that's going to apply other than knowing that, confirming that this is very unsafe.
Torbin's gonna slide down after Rona.
All right, let's get a dexterity check, please.
I'm not scared. I should be, but I'm not.
You do have the benefit of the rope, so you've got that going for you.
14
Okay.
plus
All right,
0.
so
Plus my
Torbin-
level.
yep, plus your level.
16.
Okay. Yep. You always add your level on ability checks and saving throws.
I forget that.
Yeah, write it down. And but that is enough. With the help of the rope, even if you didn't have your level, you would have made it. So you lower yourself down, and it's a little awkward, but you climb your way down the shaft, finally getting your feet on solid ground next to Rona. And I will describe to you what you see in just a second after we all get down there. So who's gonna go next? Okay, give me.
I'm going to use this blue die that I used on Jay's channel to save from a fireball, and I rolled a 1. It couldn't possibly do that to me again, right?
A 1 is basically the worst. That is the worst case scenario. Yes, it can't happen
It's
twice.
this glass.
Lightning doesn't
Glass
strike.
die.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly.
No way.
It does look like lightning.
No way it rolls.
Nah, it'll be fine.
once.
No.
It's the
No
worst thing.
way.
Yeah.
Well, 16. Shit,
Okay.
that's great.
All right.
This level 18.
18. Yeah, you make your way down using your stonecraft to find the best handholds. I don't know. But yeah, you make it down, feet on the solid ground as you find yourself standing next to Rona and Torbin. Who's next? Goldie? Osric?
Osric, I think you should go next. When I go, I'm just gonna slick up the rope. I'm so.
All right.
You should definitely go first. If I made you fall, I would feel terrible. What good is a bodyguard if I injure you?
If you go first, you could catch me though. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead. Do I, having mentioned what I mentioned before, do I get any bonuses from my learned book reading of how to use rope usage?
One thing that you do pick up on very quickly is that you're gonna have to climb back out of this place. That's the one thing that you start to think about.
No.
And you look back to see where this is anchored, and where is the rope anchored? Is it anchored around the sarcophagus?
Yes.
Mhm.
It is.
We can go up one of those other elevators.
You hear echoing from the shaft.
It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Amazing.
I'll start.
Just wrap it around your leg.
Yeah, wrapping the rope around me, and as I go and making my
All
way
right.
down.
Let's do a dexterity check, Osric.
18 on the die. Yes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is good because that's not a prime for you. You shimmy your way down, finding yourself getting your feet on solid ground next to your companions, and finally Goldie.
I will stand under the rope, holding the rope steady for Goldie.
Okay.
And
All right.
I wipe my hands off. I try to find the driest, non-oiliest spot of my clothes, maybe underneath my shirt or something, and then grab on, wrap around, as Osric has said.
Yeah, we'll add a +1 for the assistance from Vamrid.
If you fall, land in the tuba.
Ouch.
That's a 14.
14 on a dex check, and you find yourself sliding your way down a little awkwardly, maybe bumping into the wall a little bit. Your hand's starting to burn with a little bit of rope burn, but you do find yourself standing next to your companions. You look back up, and it's just darkness above.
You guys want to use that rope again?
No, we gotta leave it, just in case we have to climb out of
Yeah,
here.
we leave.
Well, I certainly hope we don't, because I just made that thing as slick as it's ever been.
It is oily.
Touch me.
Oh,
That's what the rope feels like.
maybe
Sorry.
some bug goo on it. All right, what's this room look like? And he's gonna hold up the magic torch.
Okay. You grab the torch and hold it up. It's similar. The walls here are covered in sort of bas relief images, and The images are of slender, hairless figures, very similar to the image that was on the sarcophagus above. It's interesting, though. They seem to have, and I think Vamrid, you would be the one that would notice this. They have a different sort of visage on their face, whereas in the previous small chamber that you in, there was sort of this look of deference, this look of sort of like worship almost on the bas relief sculptures on the walls. Here, they almost have this sort of disapproving kind of vibe to them. Arms crossed, stern expressions on their faces. Some, interestingly enough, and I think you probably saw this in the previous spot as well, Vamrid, is that some of the statues' heads are missing. Others of them have a weird, almost melted, like they've been like clay that's been melted. There is a stylized glyph above a opening that points down a dark corridor. There's also this kind of a low drone emanating from the darkness.
Well, I don't think we should
Like
travel much further.
Like a buzzing?
Like an insect buzzing?
Give me a wisdom check if you want to try to figure that out, or intelligence.
I'll do an
Let's
intelligence.
do intelligence. Yeah, let's do intelligence checks. That'd be more fitting here. And am I
have no
right
idea.
in Torbin has a light, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, the ever burning.
Okay.
I have that torch.
So I'm gonna bring up a map here for you.
I only rolled
Check
a
out.
four.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I still failed.
Adding a level on this, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Goldie rolled a 17.
Okay. For intelligence, got it. Osric, what about you?
I rolled a 14 plus 3, 17.
Okay, so for the two of you, you listen for a moment as Torbin is like, "Wait, do you hear that?" And you listen.
I do.
You hear it. It's not a fart. It sounds like. It does sound like a fart, actually. Did you hear that?
Who did that?
That's with your tuba. That's not
Right?
what it's
I brought
supposed
my
to sound
brown
like.
pants.
You're
It
using
actually-
it wrong, memory.
It does sound like a drone of insects.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
Back up.
Not only that, you look down at the ground around your feet. I'm going to zoom in on the map here. You see that there are what appear to be acid stains all over the ground. And now you start to look at these bas reliefs again along the walls here. And you look to see, and you can see that some of the sculptures themselves have been like almost burned and melted by acid.
That's the acid from the scare beetles. Right? They were injecting you with acid of some kind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Torbin especially has a lot of wounds on his body that are like burns, almost acid burns.
Don't you mean us? Wait, you look pretty healed, man.
Well, this is just from what you've told me. I look at the bodies on the ground of the bugs. Is that bug bodies?
No, it's just like splashes of acid. They're like acid stains.
Got it. All right. Well, we've taken note of that. I don't fancy meeting another batch of those things. I think we should perhaps retreat until we are able to lick our wounds a little better. What do we think?
So back up the rope.
I mean, that sounds like quite a few insects in that direction, and since that is the only direction we can go except up, my vote is for backup.
Did it
We'll
sound
check
like they were
for-
real far away?
It's a good question.
The fact that Torbin didn't hear it and the rest of you did would indicate that the drone is somewhere off in the darkness, a distance. They're not like right. It's not like a loud drone. It was you had to listen for it.
Okay.
You had to try to hear it.
Let's just see what's in this room up here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
check to
maybe
see if there's
there's
any
other
secret
ways to get
doors
back
or
up.
anything.
Yeah.
All right.
There's probably a bunch of other cylinders, and the one had a button in it.
It's true. I'm gonna
Maybe
do.
they
I'm gonna
all
do.
could.
I'm gonna do a just in case something bad happens. I'm gonna do a preventive measure across the threshold where the tunnel leaves the room. I'm gonna take a oil flask and just pour it along like in a line from one wall to the other. Yeah, like if I could set it on fire if we're retreating. Yes, correct. And just say if we get if we get chased back this way, I'll light that on fire. Give us some time. I mean, that's the idea at least.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's why I stay in the back. All right. Indeed. All right. Well, let's be cautious.
Yeah, so he's going to move up a little bit.
It's only like 10 feet. He's fine.
He's fine.
I'm gonna be lighting my other torch in the meantime, by the way. Just to have one, yeah, because I left it upstairs.
Oh.
Avoid that direction.
All right, so he's gonna just take a step back and he's like gonna tell everybody which way he heard the droning coming from.
Well, let's not go right.
We should go the other way, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, or straight ahead. But
Straight ahead.
what do you guys think? Can't just stand here all night.
Well, if we want to get out, I mean, maybe the right way to go is the opposite. We can get to that next.
To the other room. Which way was the
Not
room?
lit.
Which way was the room that that Vamrid would have been in?
Where the noise
Where
of
the bugs were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the room you explored before with the other statues.
I think it's in the same direction.
Oh, that would be where the bugs
But-
are. Okay.
Yeah.
Based on this, it would be
When underground, we can determine depth and
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. So if Torbin goes straight, or if he goes towards the bugs, or away from. Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Well, we can either take our chances and explore, or we can go back up and go back to the hideout. Lick our wounds a bit. Or, your wounds, that is.
Yeah, Rona has like she's
Clarification.
half healed, so she can take 2 rounds of combat. Yeah.
I offer Rona a drink. What do you think?
Nice.
Well, I think we could probably take a look around.
If we just keep our eyes and ears open.
Yeah, we just won't go that way.
As always. All right.
Famous last words.
What do we see?
Let's go away
Yeah, so
What do you guys think? We'll just go out and
Torbin's
go.
gonna go around this corner and just wave for people to follow him, and he'll shine the torch down this opposite hallway.
Okay.
Or do you think we should go straight?
Well,
away from the noise.
you've already shown the light, so let me
alright.
give you a little bit of information about that first, because you've already done that. So you can see as you shine the light down that eastern corridor that there are what appear to be some sort of stone slabs in this room. You can just barely make them out through the illumination of the torch that you carry.
Are those sarcophagi?
We got stone slabs.
What is the ground we're walking on? Is that stone squares too, or stone?
Yeah, it's stone.
Or is it dirt?
This is all constructed. It's fine. It's a fine construction. The walls, like the dwarves would look around and go, "This is well built."
I was expecting it to be
Okay.
crunchy bug bodies.
Torbin will move up a couple more. A little more.
That. Yeah.
Osric, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, yes. Oh, 20 on the die, baby.
Natural 20 or
Natural 20. Nat 20.
natural 20? Wow. Okay. Very cool. Don't we have a button for that? We've got something for that, don't we?
That was
We
the
got
second one
something.
today. Yeah.
I love it. You look down at the ground as you're expecting like crunchy bugs and things of that, and you can see that there's almost like stains on the stone. Not completely dissimilar to the dark stains in the chamber you just left,
Right.
but more so like sticky, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this like ichor from a bush bug? What can I identify this?
Possibly. Thank you, Doc Shoulder.
Bob.
Looks,
Yeah.
yeah, so pick somebody and you can give them a special hero point, my friend. The person of your choice. Torbin, as you step forward farther into this chamber, you can see that there are you can see 6 large stone structures, one along the north wall, one along the south wall. There is also, as you look to your immediate north, it looks as though there is a corpse, long dead, that lays sprawled out upon one of the slabs.
Hey, there's a body over here.
A body, you say? I do like bodies.
He's gonna move up a little closer to shine more light on the body.
Okay, now you can see that there are 8 slabs within this place. I would say that the dwarves would probably be able to quickly ascertain that these look to be some sort of a bedroom chamber. They appear to be slabs where people would sleep. They are stone. There is some elegance to them, indeed. The corpse that you shine this light upon looks as though they have been long dead. They have red leather armor. Most of the color has been faded, but there's hints of red still that linger, and you get a sense that they've been dead for quite some time.
Can I
Jose, you've got a from Scottish Jeff, you've got a special, and from Doc Shelley, you've got a special. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Yay! Great to see you guys. So you do a bit of investigation. Osric, give me an intelligence check, please.
All right. That's a 17 on the die.
For intelligence? Okay. You quickly scan the leather armor. It looks worn out, as I said, faded. It was once a brilliant red, perhaps. You look and you can see that branded into the chest, upper left chest of this armor is what appears to be an 8-pointed star.
Recognize that?
I don't know. I don't think you do. No, you don't recognize what that is.
Okay. I'm gonna draw that on my little journal.
Okay. The other thing that you recognize from your investigation is that the corpse also wears a silver ring.
Yoink that. He won't be needing that anymore. Anything else on him?
Not really.
Okay.
There's probably like a maybe a short sword.
Can I tell cause of death?
And thank you, Armin. Appreciate that very much. Hey, for DM Dave, thank you. Cause of death?
Yeah, I mean, I know that it's not official in Castles and Crusades, but I was a chirurgian.
Chirurgian?
Chirurgian.
Yeah. Sure. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 12 on the die, so 15 total.
Their skull appears to have, it's very deformed. It looks like maybe it was crushed.
Okay. Right. So by weapon or by like hitting himself on the head?
Likely a weapon.
Okay. All right. Looks like this man was killed. Can I tell what he is? Human? Not human?
Yeah, human.
All right.
The skin is shriveled and dried and kind of stretched across their face, kind of like, you'd find a corpse that isn't completely bone, but there's not a whole lot of flesh left. It's jerky.
And can I tell how long he's been dead?
A long time.
Like 100 years more?
Maybe not that long. Somewhere between 0 and 100 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this man has been dead probably for decades. It looks like his skull was fractured by a weapon of some kind. Interesting.
What does his pose tell us? Like, does it look like he went there to die, or did somebody put him there? Can we tell from?
Yeah, that's a good question. It looks like he was sleeping, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Goldie, give me an intelligence check.
13.
13? Pretty difficult. It just looks like someone sleeping.
Yeah, it'd be my guess. Although he was in armor.
He was in armor and he got bashed in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a nap.
There's no blood around the bed, like a trail or anything?
Not that you can see.
No.
There's a lot of dust. There's dust everywhere in here.
Body was moved.
Yeah.
He died of blunt force trauma to the head.
Torbin's going to move up and look at this statue at the end of the room.
Okay. Yeah.
Or what looks like a statue.
Yeah, there is a massive red clay statue, and it appears to be kind of like a powerfully built warrior that stands sort of watch. They have in their hands a cylinder-headed great club, and they stand. The statue is placed upon sort of a stone dais. It appears to be, as I mentioned, kind of keeping watch upon the room.
Torbin, don't touch anything. Don't press any buttons or step on any plates.
Can I check the statue to see if it has any secreted or concealed like switches or doorways around it or anything like that?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
To 15.
It doesn't have any, there's no, that you can find any secret compartments of any kind, no levers, no buttons, anything like that.
It's just a statue.
That's both probably for the best. And hold it down, Torbin. We don't want to draw attention.
Does the hum get louder?
Yeah. So these slabs just look like really good for your back sleeping pads.
Yeah, it's for stretching your back.
Yeah.
Posturpedic.
No, these soldiers have
Stone.
good backs, good posture. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Best you can ascertain, these are this is some sort of a sleeping chamber.
Barracks or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the fantasy Greyhawk version of Tempuric or whatever the mattresses are.
Tempur-Pedic, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Tempur-Pedic, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. This is memory foam with Alzheimer's, basically.
Yeah. Memory, you never forget the night you sleep in.
Yeah,
So it's memory foam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're hybrids.
Memory
A lot of
stone.
Memory
Yeah.
stone.
Memory stone instead of memory foam. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this. I mean, there's not much in here.
No,
I don't think.
yes, no, there isn't much in here. Well,
Also-
if you're willing, we could look a little bit further to the south, but I don't think we should go much further than that. At least not yet.
Rona, I would say that based on like the investigations that are taking place here, the conversations that you would likely be having as you gaze over at the corpse, which you undoubtedly do, you would recognize the symbol on that's branded into their leather armor, that 8-pointed star. You saw the same symbol upon the ring worn by Kellic
Uh-huh.
only a couple days prior to this.
It's
Kelly?
been around here. This is where he stole it.
What? He stole who? Who stole what?
Oh, the ring he had come from here, or maybe. Yeah.
Interesting. I look at the ring that I took off this body.
The ring is just a simple silver band.
Can I make a legend lore check on this statue to get any idea about who this might be?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That is a 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you think about this statue. It appears to have, although it has a helm and is armored to some extent, it appears to be similar to in biology to the individual depicted on the sarcophagus, the individuals depicted in the bas relief in the 2 chambers that you visited, the one at the bottom of the elevator shaft and the one that you just were in with your companions after climbing down the crumbling orifice. They all seem to be that's a terrible affliction.
We've
None of
already
us that is deadly.
We've already got the unseen orifice.
So
to the-
bad.
We're beyond the elevators now. Yeah.
Crumbling.
Okay. I think
He
the
said
last
he-
ones are
Pretty
He said he's
hardcore
holding-
salve to
he's-
fix
he's-
that.
Holding the
Yeah.
shaft.
I think that's
You're gonna
that's
need
another word for that.
antibiotics and
Prolapse.
reconstructive
I think that's another
surgery.
word for
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah,
That's-
You're
while
gonna-
he's holding his shaft. I got you.
we have a crumbling keeper here.
Oh my God. Here we go. Oh shit.
The scientific word for that
The
would be
minute
prolapse.
those words came out of my mouth, I regretted it.
That was more like a millisecond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Open
Um,
wide, Dave.
So all of these creatures that have been depicted so far have been similar in their appearance. There is something here. And what was your roll? What was the total of your roll? 25?
No, 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 22.
Here's what you gather from this. You've heard of creatures, lore, stories about the Wind Dukes of Aaqa. A long fabled race of warriors that fought across the cosmos, who fought among the legions of law and order against chaos, who, you recall, Vamred, are rumored to have buried their fallen warriors in the worlds in which they fell during battle. And that there are additional rumors that would suggest, based on some of the lore that you've studied or heard or talked about with companions, some of those Wind Dukes of Aaqa, or also known as Vati, were potentially buried in the Cairn Hills. This could be a Wind Duke tomb.
Vamrid know anything about relics or treasures they might have? The Vati?
Does he share that with us? Number one.
I mean, it's going to be hard to, just make something disappear out of one of these things. So, yeah, no, I mean, if I know if they're buried with all their gear, I would mention it. I mean,
Interesting.
if I know. But, yeah, this looks like a burial place of one of these Vati.
I'm writing all that down.
If you had hit a 25, you would have gathered a little bit more information, but based on that 22 or 23 that you rolled, that's what you have. Your guess is that if this is indeed a tomb of a Wind Duke, and given the extremely precision construction of this place, the false tomb, essentially, that you found above on the level above where you are now, would suggest that a lot of care went into hiding something here.
So, Osric, you were a little free with talking about this place in the tavern, which is why I'm here, and I appreciate that. But from now on, let's refer to all of this as risky biscuits. Okay, let's go with that. Let's not talk about the Vati and the fallen warriors and all that. Just risky biscuits or something. If we need to talk about it, not in here. Cool.
Risky biscuits. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. I like that. Okay, very good.
Yeah, what happens in the tomb stays in the tomb.
Risky biscuits.
That sounds a bit scary.
Well, that's always been my philosophy. Whatever happens in the tomb stays in the tomb.
Yeah, but that sounds a bit scary.
I don't actually like the whatever stays in the tomb.
Yeah.
Goes
Exactly,
in the
it's
tomb
like
stays.
staying in the
That
tomb.
means
Yes.
we're gonna die. Like that's the part I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's messed up.
Those fucking bugs.
That's just the way it is.
I hope that's not the way it is.
That's
Fucking
our
bugs.
life now.
That's that
Bugs
Greyhawk
and
gravy.
orifices.
It's just
I would take this bed.
I take it to mean secrets and such. Anything discussed in here. Not us. We don't stay here. We should be
Tomb
going.
secrets.
Crumbling secrets.
Do we
All
want
right, should we look around a little more?
Yes, let's look to the south and see if we see anything quickly. If not, we should get going.
Okay, no more yelling. Okay.
I love Osric. He's like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Like, guys, let's leave.
My bodyguards are almost dead, so let's
Yeah.
I'm not almost dead.
What's this?
much
Yeah.
better than you were.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's go.
you begin to make your way to the south here. And as you get up to about right here, Torbin, you can see that there to the left and to the right are narrow alcoves. And as you shine the light of the ever-burning torch, all of your friends staying well behind you. Well behind you. 15 to 20 feet behind you, as you
10
do when
feet.
you're a smart Dungeons and Dragons, Castles and Crusades player. They're well behind you. I'm just going to point that out. You look to the left and the right in these alcoves, and you can see that there are pegs, stone pegs, that extend from the walls, maybe 6 inches from the wall, in a row, about eye level.
Watch for traps, Torbin. Don't.
Yeah.
Now you
Get
tell
far
them.
ahead. Don't get too
Could
far
I-
ahead.
Kind of examine this and see if I can recognize it as being like a trap or dangerous.
You're gonna
kinda
stone cut
situation.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
I have a
Give
plus
me
2 to
a,
find traps and structures.
Okay, give me an intelligence check and add +2 to it. Two to it.
I'm gonna roll this dice. 2 10.
Best guess, maybe these were areas where people hung things from these pegs.
It's a shoe rack.
Shoe rack or deadly trap.
No, he doesn't yell that.
They look
Um,
like meat hooks, right?
Well, they're not as sharp as a meat hook, but I mean,
Oh,
if Rona
yeah.
gets up and takes a look at it, you could, I mean, with enough force, you
Yes,
could hang some meat.
imagination runs wild.
Yeah, you could
Just
hang
impale
meat from
somebody
these.
on that.
Absolutely.
Oh dear. Yeah.
With enough gusto, you could do it.
Rona,
You could technically
Final
hang meat from just about anything. Though.
That's very
Yeah.
true. Thank you, Shelley, for clarifying that.
Yeah.
He's just gonna take a step backwards.
Only you, Shell. I love it. So good.
But
All right,
there's
so you're
are those steps down there?
He's gonna take a step back and motion for Vamrid to come up and take a look at this. You ever seen anything like this before?
I will take a look.
sure. Give me an intelligence check as the dwarves confer about the meat pegs.
I mean, it's like some kind of door or something.
Also a 10.
Where you hang your
Yeah,
towel.
they definitely look like meat pegs now that Rona has planted that brainworm inside you.
That is a high quality meat hook hanging from here.
Mhm.
Right then.
Mhm.
Perfectly safe. We should see what
Yeah.
those stairs go to.
But Osric, to answer your question, yes, there is a flight of stairs that descends into darkness.
Is that okay?
Sounds safe.
Doesn't sound safe at all.
Mhm.
Um,
Better than a crumbling orifice.
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to climb back
Biscuits,
up in a second.
The world
Risky
doesn't make
biscuits,
enough
risky
cells for
biscuits.
that.
That's right.
That's our safe word from now on. Risky biscuits.
Yes.
Biscuits.
Is it?
All right,
It should
yes,
be.
we move forward then.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch yourself.
He's gonna move up a little bit, very carefully.
Okay. As again, your party staying well behind you, Torbin, as you lead the way with the torch. You
We're
get
gonna
to
be
the
in this
top of the
hallway all night,
stairs.
guys.
We're
yeah.
losing Rona. We're losing
You
Rona.
get to the top of the stairs here, and you can see that the area beyond the stairs is completely submerged in water.
Gross. It's probably brackish.
Most likely brackish.
It's definitely
It's the worst
brackish.
kind of water. Meat pegs and brackish water.
Hmm.
What a
There
nightmare.
is what you can make out is it's dark and brackish.
Completely submerged. Well, we can't go this way.
No.
I'm sure there's nothing in that water, right?
Nothing.
You could wade through it. I mean, it's not like up to the ceiling with water. It depends on your race, but it would be probably
Or
for
like
Goldie.
depth, I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
How
It
I've,
would-
I've seen that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it-
exactly.
Is that stuff still on the ground that I noticed earlier?
Yeah, there's like kind of stains all over the ground.
Okay.
Some places
Was
it's a
I
little
able-
sticky, other places it's not so sticky.
Was I able
There's
to
still a
identify
drone
that?
coming from behind you.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I can't tell what it is. What the stuff is on the ground.
Best guess, it's some sort of insect secretion.
Okay.
God, this place is gross.
Insects.
It's almost
Crumbling
as bad as we are.
orifices, insect secretions.
Is the
Yeah.
water completely
You look down, it's all dripping off
smooth?
of Goldie.
What's that, Vamrid?
Is
What'd
the
you say?
Is the water completely smooth? Or are there any ripples or any movement or anything?
Such a good question.
Eyeball sticking
That's
out of
a
it.
key question. It looks to be completely still.
Mm, probably safe
Um,
then, right?
Unbothered. I think the opposite is probably.
I love this game.
If something were to happen here, we are not in the best of states to continue. I think
No, we're not.
maybe we should turn back. We know now what this place is, most likely. So that's a good piece of information. That's a good chunk of information. And we know which way not to go. And if we do go to the right next time, we'll be prepared. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go.
Or
Or
we could just creep a little forward in the direction of the noise just to see. There could be something else there
Goldie,
before the bugs.
risky biscuits, Goldie. Risky biscuits.
Risky biscuits. Well, when we find something,
What's up,
that'll be
Raiders?
risky biscuits.
Wasn't
Thank you,
that
Phoenix.
wasn't
Thank you
that
so much.
the Tuesday night special at the Welcome Inn, the Risky Biscuits?
Yeah.
The blue plate special?
Yep.
Everything's kind of risky there. But
I know.
specifically the biscuits. I think we should just go a little bit more and just check.
You wanna?
I'll keep
wanna
you
go for a
safe.
swim?
I'll keep you safe. No.
Or you wanna
not
go down
Not
to the
not in water.
Not in water.
You're gonna go back up north in the hallway here.
For the
Yeah.
droning.
Okay. Okay. All right. I imagine you guys are making Torbin go first
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
hanging well back.
When everybody's gone in front of me, I chuck a copper into the water as far as I can.
Okay.
Oh dear.
You hear a
But
splash.
everybody, I mean, I'm gonna chuck it, like, try to sidearm it to really get it to go.
Oh, yeah,
Make sure you make a wish. Make sure you
You're
make a
gonna
wish.
skip it? You're gonna try to skip it?
Yes. Yes.
Give me a dexterity check. Let's do
Oh,
this.
yeah.
This is the most important roll of the night, folks. Dexterity check for Vamrid, not a prime.
13.
Okay. You manage to skip it once off the surface of the water and it hits a stone wall. Ting! And it just echoes. Everybody else kind of hears it and you turn back, look towards Vamrid. Vamrid, you turn and look towards your party as they're looking at you. What do you do?
Oh, I toss it and I just kind of start walking like I didn't do shit.
What do you,
Oh,
What was that?
All right. Perhaps we should get going then.
all right, so you guys
Things
are.
moving down there.
What's that? Goldie, what
Notice
was your
the
question?
hum change at all?
Not
Slow
from the action that Vamrid took, but as you turn the corner and come towards this chamber, you can see from the torch that Torbin is holding that it opens. This hallway opens into a chamber, probably similar to the one down the other side corridor, and you can see and you can hear the drone, and you can see that there is some sort of almost like an orange paste that is smeared along the floor.
Okay, no, I insist we should get going. No, we are in no state to handle another encounter like we had upstairs.
We can't handle orange paste.
We can't handle orange paste.
The orange paste is indicative of something else beyond that.
Maybe. You don't want to just take a peek and see?
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
There's
Right,
a
let's go.
bed chamber just down the other hallway.
This is
I bet the dwarves snore though. That's gonna be like a beacon to them.
might not be the best
Auditory
place
beacon.
to rest. Those stone
Are we going or
beds
what?
might be, yeah.
You guys chickening out on me?
famous last words, Torbin. Famous last words.
Yeah.
Well, if that rope is the only way back, I don't want to have to do that under duress, right? Like we should probably just.
This is what I've been thinking the whole time, Goldie.
Yeah.
Smart.
Good
Very
idea.
smart.
Yeah.
Well, the orange paste really knocked some sense into me, I think.
All right. So it sounds to me like you are going to scurry back up to
Yeah.
the main floor of this
Yeah.
tomb. Yeah. Is that the plan?
Scary.
Rona,
We
is that
know-
what you're doing?
We've got some good
Okay.
information. We know what's down here somewhat.
Yeah.
We know what we need to explore,
Mhm.
or what we haven't explored yet.
Scurry up and out of the crumbling orifice.
Get
Mm. It's so evocative, those words.
Yes.
Oh
Hey,
God.
you're a poet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know it. All right, so one by one, you scurry and climb your way back up to the sarcophagus chamber, and you and without problem, you make your way back up. You look around; it appears as you left it.
That's good.
However,
No.
who's the first one to go up?
Not Osric.
Probably not Goldie.
When you ask it that way, then
Who was the first one to go up?
I think we could roll like a
Rona was the first one to go down.
yeah.
She's a good climber.
So
Yeah,
I'm the
Rona-
last one to
climb.
go up.
Last one to go up. So nobody wants to
Listen,
go. Who's-
We do know that there could be a bogey up there, so
You hear
probably
a
a fighter
buzzing.
would go up.
The buzzing from behind you begins to get louder from the
Oh,
chamber you just left with the orange paste. Who's going up
I'll
first?
go up. I'll go up
Yeah.
first.
Vamrid's like, I'm going.
I'm going. I'm gonna go first.
Thanks for the raid, Dungeon Mr. Ty. We appreciate you very much. You scurry yourself up there, Vamrid, your companions following. As you get to the top and pull yourself onto the stone floor and look about, you look down the main corridor towards where that mad slasher creature went. And as each of your companions is coming up behind you and getting their footing on this main floor of this tomb, you can see a glow coming from that direction as it gets bigger and bigger, and you can hear this sort of like almost metallic shuffle as something is moving down the corridor towards you. And my friends, this is where we will end tonight's session.
It's still on fire. It's coming out.
Yep. This is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much, everybody who raided in and hung out with us for this. Very fun. You guys were awesome. That was a lot of fun. There were some weird things happened. And we just got raided by Darling Creep Show. Thank you so much, Creep and your friends. Thank you for coming in here. We appreciate you. Phoenixy Wacky, thank you so much. Dungeon Mr. Ty and all of you. We do. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vamp. We do have a giveaway. This is the Summer of Siege. Big shout out to Trollord Games for hooking us up with the giveaway tonight. We've been having a really good time playing Castles and Crusades here in the wonderful world of Greyhawk. We are playing through a classic adventure path straight out of Dungeon Magazine called The Age of Worms. If you're not familiar, or if you are familiar, very cool. It was published like 20 years ago, and we're finally getting to it because that's what we're doing. If you want to type in !drawing into the chat, you will be entered to win one of two $10 gifts. I don't know, codes. Thank you. Gift codes. Yeah. Some sort of a code that you can use over at Trollord Games for their online store. And so before we do that, so we'll give some people some time. Thank you, Raiders, so much for being here. Please consider following us as we go around the table. Let's do some outros. Let's start with Jose. Jose, thank you so much for being here and being part of this and bringing your creativity to the game. The character art that you did for all of these characters is epic as usual. Norman Rockwell inspired, as you said in the interview, and I love it. So thank you for doing that and being part of this.
Absolutely. Or Norm Rockwell.
Norm Rockwell, that's right.
Yes, Norm.
Where can folks find your stuff, and what do you have going on that you want to tell folks about?
Just had an interview, like you mentioned, or you jogged my memory, with Ty here. Did we put the information about that in the chat?
I will grab it while you're doing this. I will grab it.
We talked about New of Arden and the art and stuff that I did for that. You can find my website in the little sidebar there, I'm sure. You can find me around the internet a little bit on social media, J Ortiz. And yeah, this has been a blast tonight, of course, and looking forward to the next time.
Hell yeah. We will see what happens next time as you have gotten into some serious business here in the Whispering Cairn, and I can't wait to see what is coming down the hall to greet you. It's going to be epic. Let's jump over to Flea Monkey.
Hey yo, Flea Monkey here.
Heyo.
Heyo. I think probably all I really want to tell you guys is to come back on Saturday, because we'll be in our 1 of 2 part finale for Tales of the Whisperwoods with Shiv. It's gonna be dope. Otherwise, if you want to see what I'm doing, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram, and just Flea Monkey everywhere else. Everywhere else.
All the places.
All the
Shelly,
places.
thank you so much for being here and being such a good friend and adventure here. If you want to hang out with Shelly more, we have an awesome Discord, and there's a lot of goofiness that goes on there daily. So thanks for being part of that. Appreciate you very much. Let's jump next to Vamp Wickman. Vamp.
What's up? Thanks for running this. This was a blast.
Hell yeah.
Everybody else is playing great. This is such a fun time. Thanks for having me for this. Thanks, Trollord Games.
Big time.
Again, I'll be here next week for my death, I only assume, or not. But, as long as I got a little Risky Biscuits involved, we're happy.
Risky Biscuits.
And then next Wednesday, I'll be on Stronghold D&D, playing a Tiefling Cleric in D&D 2024. doing the new stuff, and but this
Awesome.
is a blast, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I love playing games with you, man. You know that we
Thank you,
played a
Jose,
lot of
for that
games.
Sweet drawing.
So sexy, so sexy.
Awesome.
And thanks to Stronghold for the raid earlier as well. We really appreciate that. Also, part of the Summer of Siege. And this is absolutely fantastic. So thanks, Vamp. I appreciate you being here. Let's jump next to AndyG 3D.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as AndyG 3D, here on Twitch and other places around the internet. You will find me here for the next several Tuesdays and on playing this game and more. Finding risky biscuits and in orange paste.
The two go so well together,
it's
right?
a magical combination.
Like a marmalade.
It'll keep your orifice from crumbling.
Yeah. Oh. Marmalade.
Anyway, yeah.
Wow.
We have fun over here. So see
Yeah,
you
we
next
do.
Tuesday.
Yeah, this was a very fun session, and thank you for being part of it, Andy. You OG Guild Superior gamer here since back in the day when we first started streaming, so I appreciate you being part of this. And last but not least, let's jump over to Anna B. Meyer. Anna, thank you so much for bringing Rona to life. She is awesome, and so are you. What do you have going on? What do you want to tell people? What's going on?
Well, yeah, I will stream on my Twitch channel on Friday, and I will be back here again on next week for the we don't know where we will end up next week, so to speak. But I'm really looking forward to it. This is a blast to play, and thank you to Troll Lord for making such an awesome rule system and sponsoring us, and so big shout out to all of them, and they're dear friends of mine, so it's awesome. So thank you everybody who watched and hung out with us, gave us lots of points and all of that. So and thank you to all of you and Dave for inviting me and letting me come here and have fun.
Anna, the first time we played together was at GaryCon in a Curse of Strahd game, and you blew everyone's mind, but you blew my mind, and I knew that I needed to get you in more games. So I just appreciate you being here. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
You always make it slightly weird, and I love that. So thanks for that. We do have a giveaway, you guys, as Anna mentioned, thanks to Troll Lord Games, as part of the Summer of Siege. There are a bunch of different streamers that are part of this. We're playing Castles and Crusades all summer long. If you want to enter to win a $10 gift code, please do so right now by typing !drawing into the chat. I will stall just a moment, and I will tell you a little bit about what we have going on the rest of this week. On Thursday, my friends, you got to come back because we are going to be diving back into New Varden with Dungeon Mr. Ty, the creator of this world and this game. It is absolutely a fantastic place to play, and the system is awesome. The world is great, and you can now get this officially. You can get your own copy over at DriveThruRPG. I just put the link in the chat. Really love the creativity that has created this space to play in, and New Varden is very, very fun. So I highly encourage you to come and check out our game on Thursday so you can get a feel for what it's all about, and then go buy a copy, for crying out loud. Get yourself a copy of this game. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and choose a winner. You have 1 second left to type !drawing into the chat. But here we go. We're going to do a winner here, and the first winner of a $10 gift code is AndyG 3D. AndyG, it's not rigged, folks. This is really what happens. AndyG 3D, you have won a $10 gift code to Troll Lord Games. I will get that to you after the game here tonight. And let's go ahead and choose a second winner here. I'm going to pull you out of it.
I've been wanting to get some of their stuff anyway.
Flea Monkey.
Hey.
Wow. Okay. So obviously,
Thanks everyone.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for being here. Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. We won all the loot.
Yep.
That's just the way it goes sometimes. There were only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were only 7 people that were in the giveaway, and honestly, like 4 of them were us. So there you go. The odds were stacked in our favor. Hey, we're gonna do it again. We're doing it again next Tuesday. So come on back, and we'll do it again, and we'll give out some loot. and we'll we'll distribute some loot to people. That's what Troller Games wants us to do. So thank you very much to them. We're gonna go to the end screen. Enough of this. We're gonna raid into somebody. So stick around. Give them some good old fashioned Guild Superior love. We will see you on Thursday for New Avarden, my friends. It's going to be epic, as New Avarden is. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.